What is up guys, my name is MipZ and welcome back for yet another League of Legends video. So today we're playing Ekko and we're playing this guy in jungle. He is also a really great mid laner, so if you're just looking on him to figure out kind of how to play mid lane, you are gonna get most of that as well, just from the fact that the way you use his abilities, what they do, how you combine them are pretty much the same. So even if you're thinking about playing this guy in mid lane, this video might be for you. But first of all, we're going to talk a little bit about who Ekko is for. So personally, I think that Ekko for the jungle is actually a champion that anybody can pick up, even if you're a complete beginner at the game. He's in the jungle, in my opinion. The thing with Ekko is that he's kind of hard, but he's kind of not. And what I mean with this is that he's pretty easy to perform fairly well with, but he's pretty hard to be good at, if that makes sense. So this means that as a new player, you're probably going to be doing pretty well on this guy, but as a veteran, you're going to be doing amazing. So yeah, that's kind of just it. So I would, however, say that if you are thinking about playing this guy in the mid lane, then he is a little bit harder in the mid lane, just for the fact that he in the mid lane is kind of like, you're a melee champion, so you are going to get poked a bit more, but he is one of the easier mid lane melee champs. I hope that kind of makes sense. I know it sounds kind of confusing, but it's really not. So yeah, this guy, in my opinion, is a champ that just about anybody can pick up and have a good time with. I would, of course, as I kind of hinted, I would suggest that if you are a brand new player, then this guy is probably better for you in the jungle than he is in the mid lane. Just for the fact that you don't have to last hit, you're not going to get poked as much. And the thing is that Ekko is really good at setting up kills, and well, that's kind of the job of a jungler. So that's kind of the reason why I would really strongly suggest this guy for that reason. But let's talk a little bit. Oh, we're gonna get well, that was kind of annoying actually. So we're not gonna be able to take this one. Trendemir pushed forward.
Back to going forward.
And I'm not gonna be able to gank just because their jungler is right around there. So we're gonna go take these and then we're gonna go down there instead. I think that is going to be the choice. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about Ekko, what makes him good, what his spells does, and yeah, what you need to be aware of. So first of all, one of the things that probably the fewest amount of people know is Ekko's his passive. His passive is something that a lot of people, yeah, I think they don't really know what it does, or they kind of know, but they don't really take full advantage of it. Because, ooh, I don't know what this guy's doing exactly, but we'll get some good poke out. Let's see if we can, probably gonna be able to kill him right here. 3 seconds. And that should be a kill, nice. I wonder if what he took up here. So he warded mine, ran somewhere else. Yeah, okay, as I was saying, what most people don't know is Ekko's, he's passive. And his passive is what is called Set Drive Renaissance. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm very sorry if I mispronounced it. But that's what it's called. What it does is that it puts stacks on targets, kind of like, well, kind of like, you know, Vayne's Silver Bolts. The difference between this one and Vayne's Silver Bolts is the fact that I won't be able to gank here. I'm actually too low. The difference between Vayne's Silver Bolts and Ekko's passive is that Ekko's passive can be applied to several targets, and this is a very, very cool thing. This basically means that you can deal an extra chunk of damage to a lot of targets instead of just one. And this is where a lot of people go wrong. But let me just clear up what his passive does. So his passive, every time Ekko deals some damage to any target, then he puts on this this debuff, and you can see this stack with this small ring around them. He puts this passive onto them, and once he hits 3 stacks, so once he does three like damages the target 3 times, then he's gonna deal an extra chunk of damage. This damage is very significant and actually does a lot of damage. It's a really big part of it. It works very well together with his W passive. We'll get into that one. It works very well together with that one. So that's something you really wanna make sure that you understand. But whenever he hits these 3 stacks, he deals some extra damage. And if the target is a champion, he also gains some movement speed. This is pretty essential just for the fact that that whenever that Ekko wants to poke, especially if you're playing him in mid lane, then poking, you can actually do this combining your E and Q in a specific way. You can make sure that you jump in, get the 3 stacks off instantly, basically without the enemy being able to do much about it, and they won't have much time to trade with you. But we'll get into how that combo specifically works once we get there. But the base idea is that for poking in lane, then this gives you the movement speed to run away real fast, and it's gonna really minimize the amount of time that the enemy will have to actually trade back with you. Alright, so that aside, all Ekko's passive does is it deals extra damage, and the stacks are based on damage, which means that he's Q, we're gonna get into that one, but that one actually puts 2 stacks on if used correctly. Let's see if we can go up here. Right there, and this should be free. Sorry. I actually didn't mean to steal. Oh well. Okay, he's gonna be mad. It happens. I actually just wanted to make sure. Whoop. We're not gonna take anything. And let's see. Right here, I think I'm gonna go in and counter jungle real quick. Scan and check for wards. But yeah. Ekko's Q is called Time Winder, and this one is a pretty cool spell. It's a spell that most of you have probably seen. What it does is that whenever he casts it, he throws around this thing that has, this range. I don't know what to call this thing, a Time Winder. And it goes back and forth. The cool thing with it is that it deals damage both as it goes forward and that when it goes back. And that's a very, very neat feature. And it gives a stack of your passive both on the way out and on the way back. So if you can make sure that it hits in both directions, then it will be able to help you significantly. Alright, let's get this thing down, and then we'll see if we can help in top again, see if we can untilt or set for actually this. It was kind of, I'm gonna be obvious, I kind of stole it. It wasn't on purpose, but I kind of did steal it. So in 7 seconds, we have our W. This is going in a little too early, but I think we'll be fine because I don't think this guy has his ult. I don't know why I placed it there, to be honest. I should have used my W much better. I'm gonna let my dude get it. Okay. So his passive is up. I'm gonna let him get it. There we go. Alright. But this Time Winder, all it does is that when you use your Q, it goes out, it deals damage on the way out, and it deals damage on the way back. It's very, very simple, and it's very cool. One feature you need to know is that whenever it goes out, if it stops as... Ooh! It stops as it deals damage, or as it hits a champion. So if you hit a champion, then it's gonna stop at that target. So basically, the champion's right in front of you. It's only gonna go here a little bit further because it doesn't go to an instant stop. It just stops accelerating. So it just loses all its speed, and then it comes back. So yeah, just a small feature of it you need to know. Alright, let's get ourselves a Protobelt. Also, we need some boots. Pretty important, actually. Protobelt, we won't be able to get any part of it at this point. We'll just get it right there. Okay, so next up we have our Parallel Convergence. And this ability is pretty important. And this is what I said, that it works very well together with your passive as well. Because your Parallel Convergence has a passive side as well. And this is something a lot of people, again, aren't really aware of. That they should be. And that is the fact that Parallel Convergence allows Ekko to deal extra damage to any target that is below 30%. this damage is very significant, so he actually bursts quite a lot, and that's why Ekko is actually an assassin in a lot of ways. You want to play this guy like an assassin, he's just pretty forgiving. But you deal extra damage to any target below 30%, and like this stacks with your passive as well, meaning that your third stack, so when this deals damage, then yeah, you're gonna deal an insane amount of damage. Like Ekko's damage is ridiculous, especially as targets get low HP. So it's something you're really gonna want to be aware of. So I'm gonna pop that one down there. There we go. Nice. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. I need to really... No! No! I actually hit the corner there, so I lost a little bit of speed, but I don't think I would have gotten away anyway. Alright, that's fair enough. We tried to help him. Let's get this one. Alright, but your parallel convergence passive side deals extra damage, or it ensures that Ekko deals extra damage to any target below 30%. This damage is very significant and definitely something you will notice. And the other part of parallel convergence, this is the part that most people probably know, that is his zone, the zone Ekko puts down. So we'll put it down as we get to these minions, because we might as well make some good use of our mana. I don't know if I can get up there and help this guy in time. We'll try. We will try, but I don't think I will be able to. We'll just stay here, and we'll see if we can do something. So... Dang it, I was a split second too late. Alright, so... basically what Ekko's W does is that whenever you cast it, it has really far range. You can throw this thing really, really far, but it creates a zone. And anything inside this zone, as the zone is activated, the thing is, there's going to be a 2 seconds gap from when you cast it till the zone is created. So when you throw this thing, you see it's going to be there. It's going to 1, 2, boom. It's like just about, I think it's 2 seconds, isn't it? Yeah, for 2 seconds, right? 2 seconds. No, 3 seconds. 3 seconds. God damn it! I knew it. I knew I was wrong. I felt that I was wrong. It's after 3 seconds. The reason why I don't know it is because I just generally use it and have the feeling of it. I don't really count seconds, but for a new player, it might be a good idea to just count the seconds and be like, okay, I'm gonna throw it. 1, 2, 3. I know for a fact it's gonna hit, and boom. So yeah, I count a little bit fast, but you get the idea. I think we're gonna take blue, and then we're gonna go up and gank top lane. We need to help out this bot, I think. I think we need to help out that bot soon. But yeah, it creates this zone. Anything inside this zone, once the ball has hit, so after this short delay, is going to be slowed. If Ekko is inside this zone, then they're also stunned, which is insanely good. Okay, Tryndamere right there. I don't know if he saw us, but I saw him. Our bot laner is... okay. Ooh, that is dangerous. That is... he hasn't noticed that at all. At all. Okay, so the thing is, I don't think I can take Tryndamere one-on-one. Due to his ult, so I'm just gonna go farm, kind of wait for Seth to come back, and I think we need to just start rotating down to bot lane, but I want to make sure we don't lose turret up here while Seth is gone, so I'm just gonna stay close. But it creates the zone. Whenever you go into the zone, or whenever the zone is created, anything inside the zone is slowed, and let's see, 1, 2, should be able to... oh, I was just a little off target. But whenever you're inside whenever somebody's inside the zone and you're not, it just slows. If you're inside the zone or you use your ult past the zone, so actually if my W is right here and I ult now, then I go through it, then it's also gonna work, or like it's also gonna stun it, or if I'm inside it. Additionally, whenever Ekko's inside it, he deals, or he gets a big shield. Like, this shield is pretty big. But that's his W, pretty simple and pretty fun. Alright, I'm gonna try and see if I can go up here. If Zed can push that wave, And we might be able to do something. Can I get in here without him seeing me? I think I might. I don't think he sees me. I don't think he sees me. Oh, that is... No! Okay, nice. Alright, his flash is gone. Those are well tried, gang. Alright, our next ability is called Phase Dive. And this one is pretty fun. What it does is whenever you cast it, gives this small dash. And then you can jump to any target inside or within its radius in any direction. So it's very, very cool and a very good ability. Most commonly, you want to use this not to... Like, a lot of people use this poorly in my opinion because they always just use it in a direction or like straight forward to their target. Whoop. Where you almost always... This is actually really bad. Alright, where you almost always want to use it to dodge an ability and then jump. Like, it's pretty rare that you actually just want to jump straight to targets. I'm not saying that it's never gonna happen, but most commonly there's a better alternative to hold on to E just for a second to like run after them, dodge an ability like a snare, and then jump to them. Like, you might as well use it to also dodge something, and that's the most common mistake I see from a lot of Ekko players. Is you want to use this not only as a tool for catching your opponents, but also as a tool for... Ooh, I won't be able to catch this guy, most likely. Yeah, he's gonna get away. Alright, you know what? Let's back, because we have kind of a lot of gold, and then we'll catch up. But you actually pretty often want to use this in a... Yeah, by just dodging something and then going to them, or... Yeah, moving on predictably. That's a really big part of it and a really good way to use it. But that's all Phase Dive does. It's a super simple spell. Lastly, we have his ult, and Ekko's ult is probably the most iconic spell for him. What most people hate him for, and what most people probably love him for. So, what Ekko's ult, called Chromo Break, I think? Yeah, Chromo Break does is that this thing allows Ekko to go back in time. So whenever Ekko runs around, when he has his abilities already, he has this spirit walking around behind him, this one, and that one allows him to use his time warp thing, or go back in time, and he's gonna basically, yeah, he's gonna go 4 seconds back in time. That's actually what it does. He regains a good portion of his health, and he deals massive ton of damage inside the area in which he threw it. Alright, I need to help out this guy. Nice. And we need to go up here. Oh, I don't have my W ready, which might be bad. I do have my ult though, so this... 3, 2, 1. There we go. Another one bites the dust. And lastly, we have these guys. I don't think I will be able to... Oh, maybe I will. No, no, I got outplayed. That was so bad by me. I should have had both of them there. Yikes. All right, fair enough. I died. I had to take the L there. I thought I could just get Brown down, and then I didn't really commit to one target, and I kind of just fluked everything. But it was a fun fight. Anyway, all your ult does is it goes back. It lets you go 4 seconds back in time. So you just fly back to where you were positioned 4 seconds ago, and that's why you see this spirit constantly running around where you were. It lets you go back 4 seconds in time, and then it deals a massive chunk of damage in the area it lands. The zone, like how big the damage zone is the same damage zone as there is on your W. So once we get this ready, you can see right here. Oh crap! I clicked it, but that's the range. That is the range. There was a misclick. I didn't mean to click it. It's because I always have quick cast on, and I thought, yeah, I don't know why I thought I can just click it here and show you guys, but yeah, that's what it does. Right now, this game is looking pretty bad for us. I'm gonna go down and see if I can do something about this misfortune, because I feel like that is probably the easiest thing to do anything about. Which he is gonna go away. Did not expect that. We are actually suiciding right now. Okay, so overall, our top lane did pretty bad. I should not have camped this guy. I should have held bot lane a bit more. I've not been doing like great in this game, but my team is really struggling as well. Anyway, another thing with your ult is when you use your ult and you ult through your parallel convergence. I think I already mentioned this, but then it activates it even though you're not in it as such. Like it stuns any target as you go past it, which is really cool. But yeah, let's just see. Oh, we can see the zone here. You can see this is the zone. How big it is. This is the area in which you're going to deal damage, which is exactly the same as your parallel convergence. Honestly, if you use this ult correctly, you can really, like, offensively, you can basically win a team fight. If you hit more than one target, then you can probably win the fight pretty easily for your team just by hitting that one. Alright, so I don't know if this guy has his ult. He does. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go back in time as he dashes. No, bro. No, please. So close. So close. I actually thought I stayed in his range. Alright, so right here, we are really struggling, and I might have to go back because I'm pretty low. No, let's go Soraka. She should heal me up. That'll be fine. Alright, so the way you want to play Ekko, and what really makes the difference between a great Ekko player and a good one, is how you position your parallel convergence and how you use it. Because the thing with this ability is that, like, it's very easy to predict for your enemy. If you're just standing right in front of them and you cast it, it's super easy for them to not get hit and not be in that zone. At least in most scenarios. I'll tell you about some scenarios where it won't be the case, where they'll have to choose between two situations. But most often it's very easy for them to dodge. So what you want to do is you almost always want to go down and basically, whoop. You wanna use the bushes, use out of vision, like use this bush if it's not warded to cast your W from down there. The enemy won't be able to see it if they can't see you. So actually you can go in just like here. They're not able to see me, which is very crucial and a big part of playing Ekko. I don't know if we can take this guy down. 3, 2, 1. Over the edge. No. Rip. Yeah. But that's actually a really big part of Ekko, is placing this parallel convergence in a way that, like, first of all, that you throw it from a position where the enemy can't see you, because then they won't see it before the zone already landed. Like, they can't see the animation of all these things if they can't see you. So that's one thing. Another thing they can't see if they can't see you, I know that sounds kind of weird, but another thing they can't see is they can't actually see your ult, like the mirror of you running around. If you're standing in a bush and you don't have vision on that bush, even if you just ran into it and you see your mirror here running, then if they can't see you, they can't see the mirror. It's pretty, like, it's a pretty important thing to know, because this won't blow your cover unless they already see you. So playing Ekko by using out of position, using his E's to jump over walls. There's a lot of walls that you can jump over, and you can't jump over 2 walls with his E like at one time. So basically, if you run, let's see, just gonna see if I can do it. Is there? Yeah. Okay. There's nothing there. But you can jump like over this wall, and then if you have a ward and there's blue, you can jump to that minion. So you actually jump over 2 walls. Pretty cool. And it's a really nice feature to know. All right, next up, let's just go down here. Get this. All right. We talked a little bit earlier about how you actually want to poke during the laning phase, and that this is pretty important, that if you play this guy in lane, that what you want to do for poking is you want to do, first you want to click your E such that you dash, then you want to Q, and then you want to jump to your target. The reason why you want to do that in this order is that whenever you use your E, or your E has a short cast time, so if you just use E and then Q instantly, so you do like so you E and jump to your target and then Q, then it's going to be pretty hard for you to get, like, it's going to take a little longer before you can actually run away until your combo is done. But if you do E, Q, hit both ways and click to it, then your combo is already done, which means you get the 3 stacks of your set drive Convergence, which allows you to get movement speed, which means you just go in and you go back real quick. And it's going to be really hard for a lot of people to out-trade you just for this reason. But right now, we're really struggling. Yeah, we're probably going to lose this one. I think I chose to help the wrong teammate. Probably wasn't the wisest choice to help out a set. Like, there is nothing I can do right now to stop this. But we can at least give it a try. If I can get to that guy... Oh, I am not gonna chase. He's not gonna go out that way. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna try and keep us in the game, see if we can win it. But that's really the way you want to do it. So you want to EQ, jump to target, and that way you're gonna get 2 stacks from your Q, and you're gonna get 1 stack from hitting your E, from the damage that you do with your E. And that way you're gonna get all 3 stacks. You're gonna deal the extra damage, and you're also gonna let's just get that one. And you're also gonna get your let's see. You're also gonna get your movement speed, allowing you to just go in, go out real quick, and that's it. It's really a nice combo. In the lanes, and also right here, what you can use is you can use the corners here, so you can throw your W there. They can't see it. You can be 1, 2, 3, boom, jump, and you're gonna stun them instantly. They won't know what's coming before you're already on top of them. So this is a really nice thing to do, and something that a lot of Ekko players don't realize. And this is what you need to do. You need to think about how to use your W such that they won't have time to react on it, because that's where it's gonna make the greatest difference. In team fights and in in general, you want to see attempt to hit as many people. I don't know what just happened. As many people as possible. That's the general idea. But yeah, in laning phase, you can actually do a lot of things. You can pretty easily go under turret, dive people just because you have your ult to go back in time. This is basically a free pass, and you have the mobilities and tools you need. In the mid to late game, what you want to go for is, you want to go for picks. Oh, this is bad. No, this is gonna be like, we're gonna be dead. But in the mid to late game, what you want to go for is you want to go for picks. So you want to try and catch people rotating around. And in the team fight, you want to, 1, try and hit as many people with your stun as possible, or 2, try and see if you can take down some of the essential targets. You are an assassin, so you can actually kind of one-shot any ADCs, ability power, mid laners, etc. You're going to be able to burst most of them down really easily. I know this game didn't really show Ekko 20 kills. You can definitely do that with this guy. But it is pretty hard for me while I'm sitting here and explaining, and jungle is not the position I play the most, but I really wanted to show you guys him in jungle just because he is primarily a jungler right now. I do play him a lot better in lane, and for for doing these videos right now, it is also a little bit easier for me doing it in lane because I can kind of put my brain on autopilot, where in jungle, you actually have to think a bit more, which is hard because I'm trying to explain the champion. But I hope this kind of gave you guys an insight into the ways of playing Ekko and how to play him, what he can do, how to combine his spells, and all these things. Looking back at this game, definitely I should not have helped out the top lane as much. I should have focused on my bot lane. They were doing pretty bad. They were at least struggling, and I mostly held up the top lane because it seemed like the easy thing to do. But he really didn't get to do anything with it. Looking like in retrospective, like camping a new champion like Zed is probably not the brightest idea because not many people know how to really utilize him. So probably camping bot or mid would have been much better for our team, and I should have helped them out more, that's for sure. And I wasn't able to solo carry this game, but I really didn't expect that either, just for the fact that I'm trying to do these videos and trying to educate you guys about the champion. But I hope you guys found this video somewhat helpful. One last trick that I didn't get to show you that I actually kind of really wanted to, but I will explain it instead, is that Ekko has a lot of mobility using his E combined with Protobelt and Flash. So actually what you want to do, if you want to, like, you can basically almost move halfway down the river-ish, maybe a bit less, using this trick, and you probably don't want to use it in the river, mostly unless you really want to catch somebody. But maybe if we're doing a quick ganking mid lane or somewhere else where you need to catch your target real quick, then you can actually use your E, then use Protobelt and Flash. That way you can last like E, Protobelt, Flash, and then you can use the jump from your E that you activated, so the distance you're going to cover is insane. And actually, you got one thing you didn't, I'd said in the wrong order. You want to do E, Flash, then your shoot thing, your Protobelt, and then you want to do your, like, the attack from the E, so you get closer. The reason why I want to do this is because that way you potentially get the damage in from the Protobelt. But yeah, that is actually going to be it for this video. I hope you guys somewhat found this video helpful and it taught you a little bit about how to play Ekko, or you figured out if this is a champion for you, or if you're a mid laner, or yeah, if you're a mid laner, you found out whether this champion is fun and something you want to try out, or just if you're kind of curious, and if you're a mediocre intermediate player looking for a new champion for your roster, then yeah, I hope you kind of figured it out with this one. I hope it helped you out. If it did and you found this video somewhat entertaining or educational, then make sure to smash that like button. It really does help me out. It ensures that this video come out to as many people as humanly possible. And yeah, if you're not already, then make sure to subscribe down below. It really does help me out a lot. Yeah, it really shows me that you guys enjoy the content that I make, and it's the biggest form of support you guys can give me at this point. Like lately, we've been growing with between 30 and 50 subs a day, which in my mind is absolutely stunning, and I never thought that would happen. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I'm very humble and very grateful for that. I really appreciate it. I hope we can keep this face up, and hopefully one day we'll be able to grow into a really large community, and yeah, just help each other out and share my passion for video games, for people, humor, etc. So yeah, thank you guys so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. But that is going to be it for this video. As always, stay awesome, have fun, and take it easy, guys.